Henry McClure Live, going out to Jamie Norwood. So I started off this morning down at Amtrak, down at 5th and Adams, where actually one of the worst roads in all of Topeka is located, between 5th Street and 10th Street, where all our vehicles drive over, and more potholes known to man. But yet we're going to spend $3.5 million to do engineering plans because Bartlett and West is the engineer to shrink Huntoon down to one road, or to one lane. So what you want to do in Topeka, if you're out driving around, is figure out how to become a consultant to the city of Topeka. Also, I want a Cora request. I want to know if there's whistleblower protection, because I've had some reports. But so how are the roads? So I hopped on at the 8th Street I-70 and looped around, and everything was okay till I hit about Gage Boulevard. And then I got behind a couple of the big, 3 or 4 big, snow movers. So I exited Fairlawn, no problem. Drove around to 10th Street, went to 7 Brew, got some coffee, still no problems. Wanamaker was clear. Went to Shadywood, had a meeting in Shadywood, and fortunately, while I was in that meeting, the guy had his driveway cleared, but I had to have the snow guy move my truck. But in and out of Shadywood. But I am driving my, what is it, a Nissan Armada, and it's got a snow button. You know what I mean? Like you push it, it says snow, and then all 4 wheels drive. Then while I was out at Alpha Title, there was a snow removal guy there making it nice. Barrington Court seemed to be clear. And now I'm at God's Storehouse having a cup of coffee. And I think they're safe and sound. But, I was born and raised here. So snow isn't going to stop commerce here. But Jetto, of course, Jetto is canceled for tomorrow. And I was all ready for Jetto. I wanted to talk to Jetto. Last night, you ought to watch the city council. I gave an Elon Musk, since most of those are Democrats up there, I gave an Elon Musk analogy. I don't know if they're Democrats or not. I don't care what they are. They're Topekans. I'll tell you, though, that mayor's... He got under my skin a little last night. I used to get drunk with that guy at Fergie's Clubhouse. I'm glad I got sober. That's kind of funny. It's almost a decade. But the real analogy that I gave last night was kind of fun. Is there's alcoholism and being a government official is almost like they don't know how to quit spending money. When I stopped drinking, all of a sudden I had money. Where did this money come from? Oh. Well, you're not day drinking, You got a lot of money. You got more money. You got disposable income that you can actually you can live better, right? But we've got a $3.5 million contract with Bartlett and West to shrink the road down on Huntoon. But you know something? I don't think they've had enough public involvement on that. I really don't. I don't think that they're living up to the rules. They said they had 100. Hey, Jimmy B. Jimmy B, he's such a good guy. Thanks for tuning in. Jimmy B is absolutely the best pitch man. I'll tell you what, if my viewership keeps going up and I can start monetizing more of my YouTube channel, I'm having you come in and like you could be the color guy on our podcast. You'd be a good color guy. I love that one. I love the one where you're giving the weather forecast. We got thunderstorms. You're wearing the wife beater. Anyway. But yeah, I tell you, going down in front of City Council, going down to City Council last night, it was really good therapy. And I think with what's happening on a national level, people will start seeing how it applies locally. Go Topeka is nothing more than a diversity, equity, and inclusion group. And there's better ways to spend $2.5 million on their salaries, rents. You know, we don't need them. We just need to let the market decide what's going to go on. Thanks for always thinking of me, Mr. McClure. You know, Mr. McClure. Man, I walked in last night to City Council, you know, humble Henry, and the WIBW lady goes, "Oh, here comes the celebrity." And that is the last thing I think of me, being a celebrity. You know, I'm just a working man. I want to make deals. I'll tell you what, the adrenaline that I get from deal making is a lot better than the adrenaline that I get from booze. All right. Well, so I hope this answers that question. Jamie Norwood wanted to know about the roads. And I think if you get out in them, you're safe and sound. And I'm telling you, I saw the Topeka snow trucks up at all hours. I woke up at 4 because I can't put down this book, Cash Patel wrote. It's called Government Gangsters. And Cash Patel, man, that is one guy you wouldn't want to get on his bad side. He is so smart. Cash Patel. Go down, get it on Amazon or go to a local bookstore. Government Gangsters by Cash Patel. When he gets, you're going to see, and what we need to see is we need to see General Milley called back to active duty and court-martialed and sent to Leavenworth. He's a traitor. And Shifty Shift, should be cellmates. Cash Patel in the book, he goes, Adam Schiff lies about lying. There is nothing more than a bigger liar. And we're going to start perpetuating Shawnee County Doge. As soon as Jamie surfaces again, my web guy comes and goes. I think it's all based on when you pay him. Withhold payments so he'll show up and work more. But out enjoying the day, you know, I feel like I'm getting younger, and that's a good thing. I was telling these people here, I'm going to live to be 125 just to piss everybody off. But Shawnee County Doge, D-O-G-E, I've got the ShawneeCountyDoge.com. Hey, Mike Halgan, man. Mike Halgan's a solid citizen. What a hard worker. I've always liked Mike Halgan. He's been a guy you could always call, always take your phone call. I probably save some, psychiatry bills, talking to Mike. I like that guy. Every time he goes on vacation, he gets a promotion. But a hard worker, Topeka Police Department, I've always backed the blue. There was Sarah McClure thinks I was not a back the blue guy. Oh, hey, I saw our new police chief last night at City Council, and he looks actually good in uniform. Not that I want to see him out of uniform, but no, he's got a good presence. I think though when Sheriff Hill tells me to hire Clump, I'm gonna listen to Sheriff Hill. I think that Sheriff Hill thought that maybe Clump could mature into the job. I don't know. He's, one thing I respect the quiet guy. There's some people on city council that would like to quiet me. That ain't gonna happen. So some of the upcoming Cora requests that you can look for me is I want the notes from the board meeting of Go Topeka that endorsed the AT&T project. And I want to I want a Cora request on the real estate broker's opinion that he would have had to write. He's the listing agent, so I want his broker's opinion that he gave Go Topeka that why this is good for the taxpayers. Because if he's part of a deal with Go Topeka, Mike Morris should have to answer for his. He can't hide behind the system. He should have to answer to the taxpayers why we should fund the richest guy in town getting $9.2 million of our tax money. And May Siegel taught me never count another guy's money. But this is taxpayer money. This is DOEG. That's what we got going on here. And we've got no business giving Cody Foster $9.2 million in taxpayer money. We can't pay our bills as a city. And that deal ain't going to help anybody but the guy that owns the building. But, sometimes it's all going to change. Also, too, we got to talk about Christina Akala, because I'm going to send her a note. It took us 2.5 years. No, a year and a half, sorry, to get a project approved on Rochester Road to build a handful of duplexes and a place to have 60 houses. And we're going to bring that forward. We're going to bring that project forward. But we've got a $1.2 million sewer that we've got to contend with. And I will be making a Cora request to the rules and regulations of the existing benefit districts. And what else do I want to Cora? I am going to Cora where the mayor, did he personally account for the brooch that the Chinese gave him? Because when I Cora'd the gifts that the Chinese delegation gave to Topeka, the brooch that he was wearing up at the Greater Topeka Partnership was not on that. But we all have to be accountable for our actions when you're an elected official. Well, that doesn't include me, because the 9,413 people that voted for me, I'm sorry I let you down. But I think people are going to see the sweeping change that's happening on a national level. And they're going to want that kind of change here in Topeka. All right. I'm going to finish my coffee and get to work. I got to make a living. Since I have to pay for my own campaigns. I better make some money.